there's a beaker, the pH meter, all that old kind of stuff. We got it all. I won't go here and explain things. This is that, that's that, and that's that, and here I am. You can only go outside, take a little tour. The area where I work is our mixing tanks and all kinds of polymer. Spare mixing. You're at the Atlanta Airport. You got trucks, airplanes landing, trucks going by, the big complex. This is our batch tanks at night. Here, we're going to walk out through here and look at some of the material. And as you can see, you may not be able to see. Let's look over here to this side. Don't see too much. There's our mixing motor. This is another batch tank here. There's the batch tank. Here's the batch tank here. There. Of course, there's where we painted all the handrails. Now we're going to go back into the building here. We're going to take charge of this outfit. See what's happening. As you can see, it's very noisy here. Here's lime, where we store lime, our air handling system, the garbage can, vent, our large, what you call a large vacuum cleaner at home. Here's the monster of them all, the Parkson lamella, which gives a lot of problems, the odor problems. We covered the thing with plexiglass. Of course, we've got yellow stripe on it. We got condensation caused by the difference in temperature. There's where our antifoam goes into under that black bar there. And of course over there is our antifoam tank. And our antifoam pump right in there. Now the worst thing that we have when we operate according to the plan of design is this screen. This screen here gives us a tremendous problems. As you can see, there's our bucket where we scrape, and there's the screen and flash mixer. Then in there, I don't know where we can see it with the camera in. But that's the flash mixer, the flocculator. Now we're going to proceed down the stairs to the bottom of the steps, and see the nice shiny floor, which I put 5 gallons of wax on Monday, October 3rd for the tour. And of course, here's the ladder we climbed up that to get a sample out of the lamella trough. And we're going to walk over here and see. We've got chemicals here. We've got antifoam in that drum there, oil in that drum, and 2 spare antifoams over there. This is our press. We have sludge handling capacity of about a yard in the press itself. And now we're going to open it up and let you see what it looks like. Okay? See, those are plate packs. Of course, it's very dark here tonight. And that's the hopper thing. I'll operate that one time so that you'll be able to see what happens. See, it opens up, falls down into the hopper that we have. Now I'm going to close it back. We'll go over here and let you see the controls. Here are the controls. Here's the pressure. The operating pressure is approximately 4,000 psi closure. Of course, we have some oil leaks there. You can see the nice shiny floor, clean enough to eat off of. And here we have our polymer stored where we carry it up on our batch tank, or we put it in our mixing tanks. Here's our refrigerator, an old-fashioned, I believe a Westinghouse. Also inside our refrigerator, there's my drink for the night, my Coca-Cola. See, we defrosted ourselves. You can see down there, you can't open the door, it needs defrosting. Here's our electrical control panel. The main, what they call a motor control center, and all of that kind of stuff. And of course, here's the switches where we turn off the lights at night, things of that nature. And here's our heating system for the winter time. We don't have it. This is our bathroom here. It's a unisex bathroom. Of course, there I am in the mirror. Hand soap, lavatory, paper towels, urinal, lockers, see the lockers, and there's an outlet. And here's our commode. Looks like someone's used that and hasn't flushed it. There's the old flush, toilet paper, and here's storage, you know, boxes and stuff like that. And then you could see how nice and shiny the floor is, courtesy of Ralph Harper. Now we'll walk on out here now, and we'll go down another set of steps, which will I'll give you a view down them. And we'll walk down them. And there's the heater unit there, and there's the heater unit. That's the heater unit there, and there's one there. And we're going to walk on down and go down the steps and see what it looks like on the lower level. You see how nice and shiny the floor is, courtesy of Ralph Harper again. Now, you can see how nice and shiny it is. We'll walk outside. Now for the tour, as you can see, we've had a lot of light problems. Our lights are out. This is a tug that we drive. I don't know whether you can make it out in the dark or not, but it's just a little old tug. Of course, here's the cars that are on display. You can barely see them. There's a Mercury, a Ford, and a Thunderbird. Safety shower. You can see our lights are out up there. Now I'm going to walk into the building and we'll see what it looks like. Oh, it's beautiful. Here's our storage area. You can see everything is stored nice and neat. Well, we have a ladder, a large ladder there, oil absorption things. And inside this yellow curtain are pumps. 2 acid pumps. That's an acid pump. And there's an acid pump. A ferric pump. Another ferric pump. A caustic pump there and there. Here's a water booster tank and a pump that doesn't work. Here's some chemical that we use to clean with. You can see the nice shiny floor courtesy of Ralph Harper. And of course you see the red light pipe that's for ferric, the yellow pipe for caustic, and the gray is for acid. Let's back up so we can see the gray. Of course here is, that's our workbench here. We do work here in our little toolbox. I'll show you some of our tools. You can see we got a few tools there. Here's a large booster, 1200 psi pressure tank and everything. Of course, here's where we keep some supplies stored. We have various materials, O-rings, wire brushes, sandpaper, fittings, things of that nature. And you can see it's small, but it gets us by. If we need anything else, we go over there. And here's where the raw waste actually comes in. As you can see there, it says raw waste. It comes up those pipes. And we'll go down this galleyway here and we'll look and see what we have. Here, the green light indicates that this tank is closed, and here's the valve that operates it to open it to let the sewage flow go in, indicated by the arrow. Of course, and here's the discharge side with another valve, and that tank is the same. That's number 2. The one we just looked at, of course, is let's get a look at it. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. Now, in discharging, you can see this is a discharge after treatment. Comes around this pipe here, goes down through here. And here we have a flow meter. Let's get a little better view of the flow meter. I'll back up and let you look at it here better. It's a flow meter, magnetic flow meter there. Transmits up to our control board. Okay, now we got coming down through here. You see the arrow. Goes through one of 2 transfer pumps, whichever we choose to operate. This transfer pump 1, transfer pump 2. You can see it goes up. And we'll walk over here where you can see a better view of it. We'll show you where it goes. It goes up this line, up through there and actually back down again through this flow controller where we can put pressure on if we need to. Hope this thing's in focus. It's a VEC flow controller. Back up. We can of course bypass it. Then up into the lamella. We have to clean this thing. This is the large storage area here. Back up where you can get a better view of this thing. You see there's the valves where we can sample for sludge. Of course there is the discharge of the sludge around this particular line here, all around to the mono pumps. Of course, here is our sump where all the drainage from the building goes into, and we have a sump pump there and one there. And it goes back up this line here. See my finger there, going up and around and back into the batch tank flow. Now we'll walk on around and see what else we have here that you might be interested in. We'll get a little closer look at the sludge pumps. Of course, we have butterfly valves, one there to close it off, and this is a pressure relief. Of course, there's the valve, and that line there comes from the sludge holding tank outside. You can come this way into the pump, out of the pump, up the line, and back into the storage tank or into the press. Now, of course, the flow can go either way here. You can see from the settler back into the sludge tank or the press. Look at the nice clean floor, courtesy of our pump. Now, this is a Rollins and Myers pump. It's 50 gallons per minute variable speed. And of course this is a smaller, up to 10 gallons per minute pump. And that's about it. Now I'll show you all the sludge storage room. I'm sure you all will wish to see it. This is a sludge storage room. Fortunately the door is clean. We haven't got the chute completely repaired. There's the chute where it drops down into the hopper. And there's the door, it goes up and down. And there's a little winch over there. You can see this is a tight space here. Hopefully you can see that winch there. And over in there is other stuff. And controls and things. You see the pipes and all. And again, we see the nice clean floor, courtesy of Ralph Hopper. And I may be able to wax it a little more tonight. I just wanted to take you all on a brief tour. Are there any questions?
Yes, sir. Where are your chemical tanks?
Well, they're outside. So it's dark out, but we'll make an attempt to look out and see. We can't see none hanging out anyway on this 4th of August, October 4th of October, 1983. See the nice shiny floors, courtesy of Ralph Hopper. And of course, we're going back up the steps to the mid-level, known as the mezzanine. I'll look up and you can see your motor control center. And we'll keep it about level like this. We're going to turn left, we can go into the laboratory. We turn to the right and see the operation. I'm going to walk over here and close the curtains on the sludge press. Of course, this is a shadow here. You can see when I put my hand in, it would stop the press, you see. See the light? Okay, good. Now we'll take a view from up there. Those are the steps we came down to the top level out onto the batch tank. We've got heater units, and we got the large air handling unit. And we've got, these are little pumps known as the Hills McKenna, like the chemical pumps downstairs. They pump the polymer up this line here, around the wall. the bottom of the lamella, which is right over there. Now, let's walk into the laboratory and get a little closer look at it, okay? Thank you. We're going to walk right in here, and we're going to see a clock, hoping that clock is in focus. I can hardly tell. Let's see if it's in focus. No, it's not quite. We'll make it. Now we'll open back up, and we're going to pretend that we're going to see the whole tour and nothing but the whole tour. And of course here we have our little coffee pot situation. It's a fan. You hear the fan, and this is a little lighted area. We have chemicals stored in there, forceps, things of this nature. And our fire alarm system there has got a fire. And a safety shower in case we get something on us. Here we have a water fountain, our Mega Pure all glass steel, an unused pH meter, some more chemicals, and of course you see there is the steel part. Can you see that? I hope you can. And there of course is part of it. And here is our drying oven. And you can see we have some crucibles and a beaker in there, and some storage space for various chemicals, reagents, and glassware, and a little storage place for the crucibles to dry, a little desiccator. Notice how clean the bench tops are, very shiny of course. And we'll walk around and look at the flow here. And this is schematic, or just a rough schematic of the plant. These three here are this, and this are batch tank representations. This is the chemical storage, the caustic, the acid, and the ferric. Of course, they're non-representative. The acid only being 1,000 gallons, the caustic here being 15, the ferric being 10. Okay, let's see if we can't trace down some of the flow, okay? Here we go. We have raw, untreated waste here. Let's see if we can get a nice close-up of that. We'll go right on in there on that sucker. I don't know if we're going to be able to. Okay. Raw waste, it goes into the batch tank, 1, 2, or 3. The green light indicates closed, the white light open. Now I'm going to turn on some motors, and you'll hear these motors come on. I'm going to turn on number 2. I'm going to turn on, watch number 2 here come on as I'll turn it on. And of course, this is the process water here in the batch plug. I'll turn it back off. And of course, that's that. Some emergency lining up there. This is our desk where we work. Chair. File cabinets. More storage. This is a spectrophotometer where we could use if we wanted to, and there's my lunch, cups, telephone instrument of communication. And as you can see, we are Ralph Hoppa, registered sanitarium, right there. Let's go in for a close-up. There we go. Hope you can see that. And Ralph Harper, Class 1 wastewater treatment plant operator. Gillis, and John Praetor, who's no longer presently working for us. But we hope to have him back someday if he wishes to come back. Of course, there's the TV. You can see the scan lines on the TV. You can't see it with the naked eye, but you see those cross marks on the TV camera. Ladies and gentlemen, if there are any questions, I'll be glad to answer them. By the way, this is some of the floor. You can see it has sort of a greenish tint to it, this particular model. I don't think that's what we're sending out. That's just some excess that we had. And of course, here's a supply storage cabinet. I'll turn this off. And we'll scan the room one more time, give you a 360-degree view of it. You know, you can see whatever you want to see. If you don't like what you see, then look at the floors, courtesy of Ralph Harper. We'll walk out here again and we'll turn on the fan. And there's a lot of noise around here when everything's running. And that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. If you all have any questions, well, before you do, let's just go up to the top of the ladder and gaze down the top of this unit here. I doubt if we see anything, but we'll see. See this little sliding. Let's see, but the headphone goes in there. First, we'll scan this room again in case you all have any questions. And see the nice shiny floor, courtesy of Ralph Harper. And we'll go back down the ladder. By the way, this is our hoist here. We can bring things up through this grating here. You can see that's the lower level, and the nice shiny floor down there, courtesy of Ralph Harper. And here's a window you can't see out at night, but there's a reflection of this nice shiny floor, courtesy of Ralph Harper here. I think that's about it. If there are no questions, I will be glad to shut up. Thank you very much. The LCL.
Testing, 3, 4, 5, testing.
Trim will be making a presentation to you concerning squeaks and rattles, which we feel there has been a tremendous.
At this time, we have Billy that is making a presentation to the Joint Steering Committee on what is going on in the assembly plant as far as employee involvement is concerned.
Many things have happened. With the present time, have 9 groups, and our groups are functioning and getting things done under the EI program in relationship to the program that was negotiated between the International Union and the Ford Motor Company. They are taking some time to regroup now to spread it more.
Are we on now? Yeah. Okay. Turn the recorder on and set the VTR or the TV selector to VTR on the tuner or the AC adapter, which is connected to the recorder. Number 1, you push the play button. Number 2, you push pause, still button. Number 3, you push audio dub together with play button. Push pause, still button once again to release pause and start audio dubbing. Audio dubbing start, push stop button to stop audio dubbing.